Lesson 2.6, Drawing and Interpreting Scatter Plots. So a scatter plot is just a graph of data pairs. We have positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation. Positive correlation says y tends to increase as x tends to increase. So you can see that it's rising from left to right. The next one is negative correlation. And for negative correlation, it is falling from left to right. And our last example is relatively no correlation. So for our no correlation, you can see that there's no real pattern on the graph. If you're wondering why there's some funny pictures included, I thought I'd give you some examples. So for positive, maybe as temperature increases, the sale of snow cones might increase. And that would be our X and our Y increases. For negative correlation, perhaps the more days you miss from school, whether you're sick or taking vacation days, the lower your GPA. So again, this is a scatter plot. Being sick and taking vacation days is going to affect students differently. And then no correlation, an example might be the color of your shoes to maybe your free throw accuracy. In your homework, you'll be asked to determine the correlation coefficient. So correlation coefficients are used in statistics, for example. It measures how strong a relationship is between two variables. And the scale range is going to be anywhere from -1 to a +1. And in here we'd have our 0. If you were asked to approximate the correlation coefficient for the 3 graphs I provided, we would look at the first one. We can see that it's positive, and if it were a 1, it would be perfect positive correlation. So maybe an estimation for this first one might be 0.8. The second one, r equals -1, represents a perfect negative correlation. So this isn't a perfect negative correlation, so maybe we might call this -0.7. And these are just estimations or guesses. I haven't done any calculations. And then the last one looks to be 0. The second half of this lesson will be drawing lines of best fit.